We got some brand new updates regarding Terrifier 4 on things that we can expect to see within the plot and the story itself, and so today we are going to be taking a look at that in this video. It's been quite some time since we actually got some news regarding Terrifier 4. We haven't really been getting anything yet because Terrifier 3 just came out this past October, so the fact that we have some stuff to talk about, I'm very, very excited, and hopefully you guys are as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at this news we have regarding the plot of Terrifier 4 and the possibility of Terrifier 4 being the last installment in the franchise. Damien Leone responded to a tweet on X saying that the Terrifier franchise would have been better if it was less plot-based and more kill-based. This is actually something that Damien Leone has slowly been working towards with each installment of the Terrifier franchise. If you look at Terrifier 1, we had almost no story, but we had an over-the-top amount of gore and kills. In Terrifier 2, we got a small introduction to story with the new family and final girl, but then we also had the overbearing kills and gore, and in Terrifier 3 we got the most story that we've gotten so far in the franchise while also showcasing gore and kills. In response to this post claiming that the franchise would have been a lot better if it was less plot-based and more kill-based, Damien Leone said, "Man, these guys aren't making it easy for me, are they? It's either Terrifier has absolutely no plot and is just mindless gore, or Terrifier has too much plot and not enough gore. Gosh darn it, people, I will find that sweet spot in Terrifier 4 if it kills me." This response from Damien shows us a lot of different things, one of those being that we are still obviously getting the fourth installment in the franchise with Terrifier 4, and while this isn't necessarily breaking news, this isn't something that we haven't heard of, it's still good showing that Damien Leone is still thinking about it and planning it. Another thing this tells us is that nothing is set in stone yet when it comes to Terrifier 4. Obviously, if he is still trying to find the sweet spot in between gore and in between story, then nothing has been completely just placed and nothing has been set in stone. This tells us that anything can be changed, more pieces can be added to the story, maybe the story that he had originally envisioned is getting scrapped and we're getting something else. Nothing is set in stone yet when it does come to this movie. But then again, obviously another thing this tells us is that we will be getting more story, probably on Sienna and her family. While Terrifier 3 did show us a little bit of story when it does come to her family, they didn't really answer a lot of questions that people had. They didn't tell us who her father is, what his connection is to Art the Clown. We don't know what his connection was to these demonic entities that brought Art the Clown back to life in the first place. So these are still more stories that will have to be explained in Terrifier 4. And up until this point, these details are basically confirmed to be included in the fourth installment. We definitely have to get more backstory on Sienna and her family, like I said. And while we are getting that, we are also going to be getting the crazy gore and kills that the Terrifier movies showcase very, very well. Another thing we know about Terrifier 4 is that it is very, very possibly the last movie in the Terrifier franchise, and this actually comes from Damien Leone himself. We know that he had an interview with Variety, and he told them that he doesn't see this franchise going for more than 1 or 2 more movies in addition to Terrifiers 1 through 3, so we can probably expect this to be the last installment in the franchise. This makes sense considering Damien Leone said he did not want to overstay his welcome when it comes to these Terrifier movies. You look at other popular and classic horror franchises like Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, they all have like 10 to 15 movies each, and only 3 or 4 of those actually end up being good. Leone wants to steer clear of this. He wants to make sure that this franchise is what he has envisioned for years and years now, and he doesn't want to overstay his welcome and make Art the Clown or any other characters in the franchise be oversaturated. We all know that up until this point, Damien Leone definitely has the ending that he wants for this Terrifier franchise in mind. He already knows how he wants all of this to end when it comes to Art the Clown, when it comes to Sienna, any other character in this movie. He definitely knows how he wants this story to end, so anything filling in the blanks up until that point is still up in the air. At the very end of Terrifier 3 on the bus scene, we got the most human and realistic looking Art the Clown that we have gotten since the first installment, so this basically tells us that there is no more demonic entity, there is no more way for Art the Clown to be possessed and be able to come back from death. So once he dies in this next movie, or maybe in Terrifier 5 if we actually do end up getting that, it's going to be the last time we see Art the Clown. I'm honestly okay with that, considering I am on the same board with Damien Leone when it comes to not wanting to oversaturate these characters or these movies, so I think that it is a good choice to end it while they are ahead. I don't think that we need 50 different installments of Terrifier. I don't think we need a spin-off TV series. I think that they should just end it while they are ahead, and Terrifier 4 will be the perfect place to do so. It's going to be very interesting interesting to see how Damien Leone is able to balance story and gore in this next installment, and it's going to be really interesting to see if he's able to answer all of the questions that we've had about this franchise so far. What do you guys think when it comes to Terrifier 4 possibly being the last movie in the franchise, and what do you think when it comes to Damien Leone having the task of balancing story and gore in a manner where everybody is pleased? Let me know down in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please be sure to show me by hitting that like button and that subscribe button, and if you are going to subscribe to the channel, then you might as well click that notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to that subscribe button. My name is Haydxn. It was an absolute pleasure having you here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.